This model review is of the 172nd US M1A2 Abrams, and this is from the Iraq version. The Abrams is the modern-day tank that's currently in use by the US military. It's made by Unimax. It's the Forces of Valor edition, and I was actually impressed by another Forces of Valor model that I have, so I decided to purchase this one. And let's see. I don't see any pictures of the finished model. Here we go, showing what it looks like. Looks like a fair amount of detail. Let's have a look inside. Some nice details actually here. This is the wheels that drive the tracks, and some nice details of the rest of the wheels too, even though these are smaller parts. Also some nicer details here. This is fairly well made. I don't see much in the way of flashing on the parts, although there is a little bit here. The rest of it all appears to be very well made. Let's have a look at the main tank body. Some nice details on the surface here. This is a roughened edge. I don't see any real flashing there, so that's good. Let's have a look at this next sprue. There definitely are some nice surface details here, and all of these can be painted or accented. Machine gun. This is the back where the engine bay sits. The front gun. This looks like the main body, the hull. And that has some nice detail. These spots are all molded on so they won't be moving. And here are the tracks. And decals. So, there's some nice decals there. Not too many, but tanks generally didn't have a lot on them. We'll leave those in there. And we do have a figure which goes on the top. It sits inside the turret. Right there. Let's have a look at these. And these are flexible rubber, or actually probably vinyl. But very nicely made. And looks like they hook together. When you pull them together, this whole thing does flex around, so it'll hook together like that and then glue. Okay, let's have a look at the instructions. So over here we have a list of parts and the instructions on how to put the tracks together. Wheels go on next. Next is the exhaust for the engine. Then the main body and hull is put together. You need to paint everything before you put the tracks on. Then the turret goes together with the main gun. The rest of the turret's put together. Your figures placed in there, and then it's fully assembled. does tell you what colors. This is mainly based on desert yellow, but there are a few additional colors needed. You can also add some finishes, for example some wear and rust and so on. Well, it actually looks like a fairly decent model, and we'll see what it looks when it's done.